A man did his job, he made a sale, and a woman went online and called it betrayal.
So a customer walked through the front door, and I was like, "Hi, what brings you in today?" And he was like, "I want to speak to a salesman." And I was like, "I'm a salesman. I can help you." And then this man goes like this, and I was like, "Would you like to work with someone else?" And he was like, "Yeah." And so my coworker sitting beside me, I was like, "Okay, this is Bruce. He can help you." And they start. First of all, I'm already irritated. It's cool. And then my coworker just pops right on up, like, "Oh, hi, how can I help you? Whoop de whoop de doo." Now, if I was the male and my female coworker just got treated like that, I would have said, "Actually, you can head to a different dealership. Like, we don't take that here." But I understand not everybody is real men or just real people. But it's cool. Money is money for some people, but that shit just irritated me. And then literally yesterday, I had a customer. He told me to stop smiling at him. Like, he walked the door, and I was like, I smiled at him, and he goes, "What you looking at?" And I just like turned my head and like went back to my phone, and he was like, "Did," he said, "What you looking at?" And I was like, "I just smile. I smile at every customer." And then he cuts me off, and he cuts me off, and he goes, "Don't do that." And I was like, I didn't say shit. I just went back to my phone. And then he comes back, "Oh, I was just playing. I was just playing." And I ignored him again. And then he comes back like 5 to 10 minutes later, telling some, "Oh yeah, my name Pastor so and so. I just do that. I just play around." And I'm like, "Ha ha," because I'm very uncomfortable. Like, that man had my heart racing. Like, sometimes I really get tired of fucking just, I hate men. Like, I just,
Before you form an opinion on what I'm about to say, I need you to stay with me all the way through because if you leave early, you will miss the point entirely. The point is not who was right or wrong. The point is about something much deeper that is quietly eroding how we think about responsibility, independence, and the roles we expect men to play in our lives. Welcome back, family. I'm Deborah, and this is Family Still Matters. Now, here is what happened. A customer walked into a Kia dealership and asked for a different salesperson. He did not insult the saleswoman. He did not disrespect her. He made no scene. He simply wanted someone else. For whatever reason, and we do not know that reason, and it doesn't even matter. She directed him to her coworker. Her coworker stepped in and serviced the customer and made the sale. Professional, clean, done. Then she went online. She posted that she hated men, and in the same breath, she said her coworker should have defended her. Defended her from what? Nothing happened to her. Nothing. Let's deal with the customer first. Every salesperson, male or female, gets passed over. That's part of working in sales. Customers make preference calls every single day for reasons that are never explained and never owed. Maybe he had a bad experience with the woman. Maybe he was more comfortable with someone else. We don't know. What we do know is that he was not rude. He did not raise his voice. He exercised a basic right that every customer has to choose who serves them. She handed she handled it correctly. She directed him to her coworker. That was professional. That should have been the end of it. Right there. The moment she left that building and took it online, she made a private workplace moment a public spectacle. And that decision said far more about her and her mental capacity and her reasoning than anything the customer did. Now let's talk about her coworker. He's not her husband. He's not her boyfriend. He is a man who shows up to the same job she does, trying to make a living and take care of his own responsibilities. When a customer came his way, he did what any professional would do. He served him. Some people online agreed with her. There go that sisterhood, believing all types of foolishness just because a woman is saying it. Ladies, wake up. Stop validating and coddling each other because it's not doing us a good service at all. It's not helping us grow. It's not helping you grow and develop into the kind of woman that is mature, reasonable, sound, logical, full of wisdom. Those women agreeing with you and cheering you online are not your friends. They'll be the one laughing when you're still out there. They said a good coworker should have stood up for her, but think carefully about what that would have required. It would have meant turning away a paying customer, creating a scene in a show on a showroom floor, risking his job, his income, and his professional standing. For what? A moment that was already resolved? She passed the customer to him herself. He did not go around her. He did not undercut her. She handed him the customer and then expected him to refuse? That's not protection. That is asking someone to sacrifice their livelihood for your feelings. Get out your feelings. And that man owed her no such thing. And this brings us to the real conversation. There is a pattern that has become very loud in our culture. Women wave the independence flag. I don't need a man. I'm strong. I can handle anything. And that is a posture worth respecting when it is lived consistently. But the moment something doesn't go the way they want it, that flag comes down fast, and suddenly a man is expected to step in, speak up, and take the risk. You cannot hold both positions. You cannot claim full independence and then call a man a coward for not rescuing you from a situation that did not even require rescue. Real independence means owning the full experience. The wins and the days when a customer just doesn't pick you. That is not rejection. That is not discrimination. That is the job. Every man in that dealership has had a customer pass them over too. They moved on to the next customer because that is what professionals do. What she did instead was go public with her frustration, damaged her workplace reputation, put her coworker in an unfair position, and framed a routine sales moment as an act of hatred against her. That's not strength. That's not independence. That is not even fair. On this channel, we talk about family, faith, culture, and real issues shaping the health of our homes and our communities. Because what happens in the workplace, on social media, and in the way we treat each other follows us straight through the front door. Family still matters, and so does personal accountability. And so does the standard we hold ourselves to before we ever demand anything from someone else. Now, I want to hear from you. And I mean a thoughtful response, not a reaction. Tell me in the comments what you actually think about this situation. Was the coworker wrong? Does a woman have a right to expect that kind of defense in the workplace? Or do you believe, as I do, that accountability has no gender? Leave your thoughts below. The link to the original source material for this video is in the description. Go, watch it, and form your own informed opinion. If this conversation is one your family and friends need to hear, share this video. And if you believe Family Still Matters is a channel worth being part of your life or part of your daily community, subscribe and join the community if you think it's worth it. May God continue to richly bless you. I'm Deborah, and again, this is Family Still Matters. God bless.